So I didn't warn you about this. The first thing we do on Ladies Night is we play with this dice tower behind me. I've got 8 random questions. I roll the die 3 times, and then whatever I land on, that's what you get to start. 5 is must-haves. What is something that you can't be on set without? Sides, a certain snack, something to pass the time in between scenes, you name it.
It'd be a snack. Oh no, hot water bottle. It'd be I've got one now. Everyone's pointing. The hot water bottle. I've always got a hot water bottle.
A hot water bottle? I thought you meant a regular.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Constantly. I mean, that's why I've taken it off my lap, because I'm sure you can see it.
I really feel like I need to take that and run with it and buy my own now. That would fix a lot of issues. I'm always cold.
Always cold.
7, movie and TV skills. If you could learn a new skill or about a different profession through a role, what would it be and why?
I've done motion capture, but it would be further, like it would be something to do with physical theatre, I suppose. I love like Andy Serkis and Planet of the Apes, so I'd love to like manipulate my body to be an animal.
4, to wrap this up, what is the most recent TV show that you have binge watched?
Succession. 2. No, Tiger King 2.
Okay. Both solid
so
answers right there.
I finished Succession yet.
I have a little Succession catching up to do, so I've had to stay off social media while season 3 ran through.
Aww.
You are getting The Witcher cast superlatives. So I will give you a description and you tell me which person in The Witcher cast best suits this description.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start with who is most likely to surprise you on set with an unexpected creative choice.
Okay, Joey.
Do you have a good example of when he did that on season 2?
Just throw stuff in, chuck stuff in, just to throw you off kind of, you know, he throws you off balance. He's so ready to tease and kind of make the scene fresh. Valley of Penis, for one. That was not in the script in the first season, but he chucks it in there, just as I'm in my most serious state.
Who is most likely to give it 110% all the time, even when they are not the focus of the scene or in deep background?
I'd say Lambert. Yeah, I think he's on it. Very dedicated.
Who is the most likely to drop food on their wardrobe at craft service?
Me? Yeah, me. Probably.
Who is most like their character?
I'd say Freya's pretty like Ciri. She's a little lion cub. She is. She's feisty and brilliant and determined and kind of will never quit. She won't give up. She works hard to get what she wants. Yeah, Ciri. She's also bloody cheeky.
For this last one, who is most likely to be the very first to sign up to take the Witcher mutagen if they had the chance?
Henry. Absolutely.
I should have figured you would say that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for a brand new episode of Collider Ladies Night. I am very, very excited to welcome Anya Chalotra to the show for The Witcher Season 2. Congratulations. So good yet again. I always like starting at the very, very beginning. What is the movie, the performance, the personal experience, you name it, that first made you say, I have to be an actor?
I think it was more of a feeling. I loved the attention as a child. Performance, I love The Rise and Fall of Little Voice by Jim Cartwright. That really touches me. I saw it at the Wolverhampton Grand, and that's where I'm from, Wolverhampton, and they don't do much. It's not the most creative city in the world, but that play really spoke to me, reminded me of myself and my sister.
I need to check that out. So then I know that you studied at Guildhall, I believe. So what made you feel the need to study your craft in a formal setting like that versus just, running right out there and getting industry experience?
Because that's all I knew. I only knew of drama school. I thought that was the way in. I also was pushed to do kind of university when I was younger, and drama school was just a perfect balance of what I wanted to do and getting the grades.
With that in mind, what is something that you took from drama school that, proved to be invaluable, that you refer back to often? And then what's something that drama school could never have prepared you for when you hit your first set?
Something that really helps me in theatre is if I'm stuck is a new move and new thought. If I'm stuck, that's quite cerebral, but I'll never forget a tutor teaching me that. And The Witcher, nothing can prepare you for how big that is. It's the fastest moving train I've ever gotten on.
All right, let's go into The Witcher full force now. In the very beginning of that, the audition process, what was it like when you first scored the role? Was it the kind of situation where, you were busy doing the audition grind and then The Witcher hit?
The Witcher process, the audition process, I did 3 auditions. The first audition, I spoke to my agent and said, I'm not the person they want. I know I'm not the person they want. The brief was women want her, men want to be her. No, men want her, women want to be her. She's gorgeous. And I was like, absolutely not going to get this part. Walked in because I had no expectations of myself. I did a good audition. And I'd say that's kind of what I've taken with me from this Witcher onto other auditions.
I know this was a long time ago, but is there anything from that audition and your original interpretation of the character that stayed true even all the way through season 2?
Yes, there is her kind of, she is extremely expressive and passionate, and that's something I brought to Yennefer. She's kind of presented this really kind of cold exterior, and I just was excited to explore everything around that.
You score the role, you're gearing up to hit set. Did anyone give you any advice before jumping into a major Netflix series like that wound up coming in handy?
Yes, I have a mentor called Nifa Kasak, and I rang her on, I think 4 months into Witcher filming, and I said, I can't do this. I need help. Where do I go? I can't stop thinking about the whole plot. I can't stop playing the end at the beginning. She was like, just play the scene. Just play the scene. Don't think about the end. Obviously, you've got all the information you need. You've kind of what's past. You've kind of lived that experience if you're going in consecutive order. So trust that work. Don't necessarily think about it and play the scene. And that really helped with the scale of the show.
I'm so curious because you just said you were 4 months into production when you reached out and asked that. Like, I truly believe that your work in season 1 is flawless and very powerful. So I'm curious what day on set sparked the need to reach out and ask for help like that?
I trust my work whenever I do it. And then hindsight, I get, if I've had a break, I'm like, oh, because you have no choice but to trust your work. It's a professional job, and you are, you leave your shit at the door and you come in and you do your job, and to the best of your abilities, you play, the best version of the truth. You try to. And there was always, whenever I played the younger Yennefer, I really struggled because there was so much of her physicality that felt inhibiting at the time, because I had very little time to kind of form the younger Yennefer. So I struggled to connect with things that I would have liked to paid more attention to. Anyway, that was probably my what sparked that call.
What about the process of what it takes to film a Netflix show on this scale? Is there anything movie magic wise that you hit set and made you think, I can't believe this is what it takes to make it look like that on screen?
Absolutely. Every single person on set is crucial, is so needed to make this happen. We actors are 10% of the job. Like, we, of course, we show our face, we take the flak, there's so much that we do, but there is so much that every single person on that show does: sound, set, design, costume, makeup, CGI, everything is kind of, everyone's so important. And I didn't realize how big a machine it was, and how important it was to respect each other.
This feels like an unfair question to ask because I feel like there's going to be a million answers to it. But if you had to name a specific person on the Witcher set and call them the unsung hero of the production, someone who isn't like a headliner or a name that everybody knows, but really deserves credit for the job they do, who would that be and why?
I don't know whether, I feel like she does get the credit she has, but that she should have. But I'd say MyAnna Buring is an incredible actress. She is awe-inspiring to work against. She's the most wonderful person. Her her capacity for other people, to bring other people in, to look after people, and she's an integral part of my kind of growth in the past 3.5 years. As an actress, she's remarkable.
You're talking to a die-hard The Descent fan. I've been aware of that for a while. Is there any specific tool in your acting toolkit, so to speak, that you would credit with season 1 of The Witcher? And then is there another one that you would credit with season 2 of The Witcher?
Season 1 would be removing yourself from the character at the end of the day. I'd say that was a good tool. Got me in a better mental state to go back in the next day. Season 2 would be, it's again, state of mind, feeling content. I realized this season that a change from last season, I didn't necessarily have to get into a certain mindset to play the extreme of emotion that Yennefer has. It was more feeling content at every point. So I was open enough to step into whatever scene I needed to, rather than trying so hard to kind of channel something.
You go into season 2 and you strip away all those powers by taking those things that you have established in the character away. Did it give you access to anything within Yen that you didn't even realize was there before?
Yeah, I hope people see that. I think she's just been given an amazing opportunity this season, more so than any character will ever get, to find out about themselves. Because when you've kind of relied on something as a character for so long to define you and defend you through this brutal world, you kind of fall back on it a lot, and you don't actually use the things that you don't actually use your brain enough, your wits and your physical strength, everything that you are without the magic. So yeah, I mean, I said last season that she kind of realized that her power's innate, but it's this season truly that she that's revealed to her.
All right, getting into some specific scenes here. One of my absolute favorite scenes of season 2 is the conversation between Jaskier and Yen in the boat. Can you tell me a little bit about nailing the moment when Yen decides to tell him the truth, that her power is gone? Because she seems to have a very tough time saying that out loud to other people, but he asks and she comes clean about it.
That's one of my favorite scenes, because for the first time, she has nothing but the truth to say to him. And it's usually like, I don't know, cursing at him or kind of brushing what he says off. But she really doesn't kind of waver when he is spitting insults at her. Or she has nothing left to give other than, this is what's happened. And I think that's a really crucial point in the season for her.
I also love anything that has something to do with Baba Yaga. So the crones, the ladies in the woods, really got me. I love that part of the season. What do you think it is about Yen that makes her see through what's really happening when she goes there far faster than Fringilla and Francesca do?
I don't think it's her past. I think she's already feeling different. She's already feeling changed. She just thinks it's the Demurtian chains, which stop her from having any magic. She already feels a difference. She knows something bad is happening. I don't necessarily think it's from experience that she feels that. I think it's a kind of instinct of hers in her body. You know, she knows her body very well. Everything she's been through as a child to become a sorceress. She's gotten to know her body, you know, so I think that feeling of loss was already there.
Last spoiler question for you, because I had to ask about filming Yen and Geralt's reunion. Was there any, I guess, workshopping as far as figuring out, the tone, their level of enthusiasm? How long for the silence between the two of them in that moment? What was it like kind of nailing what you wound up with there?
Oh, I don't think we it's as cerebral. I feel like it's between Geralt and I, it's something we just navigate quite easily. It's very easy to work with Henry, especially with this dynamic. we know how important it is to the fans, but I don't think that never really clutters our space. It's more just instinctual with the writing and with our connection to the characters and each other. It's very easy to play.
I have to let you go, but again,
Aw.
huge congratulations on The Witcher and everything you've accomplished thus far. I cannot wait to see more from you.
Thank you so much.